Good morning, student. Today we're going to start with the last section of the chapter human development, that is measuring human development. In the previous two classes I have explained you about what is human development, difference between growth and development, about the four pillars of human development and the various approaches to human development. Now today our topic of discussion will be on measuring human development. That means how to measure human development. Human development can be measured by Human Development Index in various countries. A country which have reached the human development can be measured by looking at the human development index of that particular country. So the human development index ranks the countries based on their performance in the key areas of health, education and access to resources. So which are the areas where the human development measures? These are the health care facilities, whether that country is having or not, whether that country is having access to resources or not, whether that country has adequate facilities of having education or not. These are the measuring criteria in order to have human development through Human Development Index. So this ranking, this Human Development Index ranking are based on a score from 0 to 1. Okay, it ranges from 0 to 1. And that a country earns from its record is the key areas of human development. So what are the key areas of human development? That is life expectancy at birth. That means higher life expectancy means the people have a greater chance of living longer and healthier lives. That is one measure of Human Development Index or aspect which helps in the measuring of human development. Then the adult literacy is another indicator for measuring the Human Development Index. That means the gross enrollment ratio represents access to knowledge, and the number of adults who are able to read and write and the number of children enrolled in school shows the access to knowledge and education in a particular region. And the third measuring criteria is access to resources in terms of the purchasing power of a particular individual or the country. So each of these dimensions, that means healthcare, life expectancy at birth, education or gross enrollment ratio, then access to resources, these are all dimensions. Through these dimensions the weightage are taken from individual dimension. That means 1/3 of weightage is taken from each and individual dimension in order to measure the Human Development Index. Therefore what happened, the Human Development Index is sum of all the weights assigned to each dimension separately. From each dimension 1/3 of the measured weightage is taken, and the sum of all those weightage is considered to be the Human Development Index, which ranks from 0 to 1. The closer a score is to 1, the greater is the level of human development of that country. Suppose score of 0.983, that means is considered high score. That country is having high Human Development Index. Whereas suppose 0.268, that value is far away from 1. So it is low level of Human Development Index. So the Human Development Index actually studies or measures attainments in human development. That means how much human development a particular country has reached, that the score measures. It reflects what happened, what has been achieved in the key areas of human development. So the key areas that I told you, that means the education, healthcare, life expectancy, access to resources, these are the key areas. And by measuring those values in the key areas, the human development are studied. So Human Development Index is the measuring criteria of how much development a particular country has reached. Okay, now international comparison that we will learn. International comparison of human development are interesting. How? Suppose the size of the territory and per capita income are not directly related to human development. Previously, it is taken that a per capita income is the foremost criteria to measure human development. But sometimes per capita income cannot be the only criteria for measuring human development. A country's size may be small, population is less, but the human development can be more. Though the per capita is less, but all the basic necessities or amenities or choices and the quality of life they lead are much higher. So that means it is having human development high, but though it is having lower income. So often smaller countries have done better than larger ones in human development. And even relatively poorer nations have been ranked higher than the rich neighboring nations. For example, take the example of Sri Lanka. That is a small country which have a human development index high or better than India. Or take an example of Kerala state or Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan, that is much larger than Kerala. But Kerala is high in human development index because it has all the other facilities like education, healthcare facility that are provided to the citizens are much more than the per capita income. So thus the measurement of human development on the basis of per capita income is not only the criteria for measuring human development, but other criteria are also have to taken into consideration in order to measure the human development. So now we can compare easily with the help of the various criterion to see which country is more developed than the other one. So I am reading out top 10 countries with high human development index. In the ranking of human development index, Norway ranked first. After Norway, we have Australia, Switzerland, Denmark, Netherlands, Germany, Ireland, United States, Canada and New Zealand. So these are the top 10 countries in the ranking of the Human Development Index. So we have learned in this chapter about what is human development, what is the difference between the growth and development, what are the criteria for measuring human development we have read. Then we have read about the 4 pillars of human development. We have read about the various approaches to human development. Then we have read about measuring the human development through the Human Development Index, and lastly we have read about the comparison of various countries through the various criteria of human development. So we have completed the human development chapter. I will provide you with the note, and in the next class we are going to start with the new chapter. Thanking you. Bye.